Today, I'd like to talk to you about how a greater fear can help you overcome a lesser fear. For example, I've been in houses that were severely damaged by fire. I was called upon to repair one, condemn another to destruction, and to salvage what I could from a third. A burnt out house is somewhat of a fearful place because you may not be sure how stable it is. Light doesn't go very far inside a blackened shell, making it hard to see, and the acrid stench of burnt plastic and charred wood makes it, at least for me, hard to think. The stink gets into your clothes and your nostrils, and you may be smelling it for a day or two afterwards. So why would I go into such a place? I had to go in. In each case, I had to overcome my sick feeling to do my job. In one case, I met a Syracuse City fire investigator in my own rental property that had been totaled by fire. He determined that my tenant's faulty chest freezer had started a fire in the back stairway, and the fire raged right up the wooden stairway to envelop the entire house, which would eventually be torn down. The investigator seemed at ease in the house, not me. I couldn't get used to it. But here's the irony. That same man, the same investigator, was killed inside a burnt out house just a short time after inspecting ours. A chimney fell on him during his investigation into a fire. Why go into a burnt out building? Because it's your job. It's how you pay the bills. It's how you settle with an insurance company, or it's how you save or protect other people and other property. Something drives an ugly and possibly dangerous situation. We can explain our willingness to enter an uncomfortable place like this. One of our fears is overcome by an even greater fear. Emergency responders are willing to deal with the risk to themselves because they need to step up and do their jobs. Firemen have training and equipment to make their risk more reasonable. The concern, a sort of fear that they have for other people and property, is even greater than the fear they have for themselves. A greater fear helps us to overcome a lesser fear. We ask ourselves, what do I fear more? The dog's bite or the injury to the child the dog is attacking? Most of us will pull an angry dog off a child. As Christians, we need to ask who we fear or care about more, the Lord or our neighbors, the Lord or our co-workers, our bosses, our friends, our family. A greater fear of the Lord will enable us to face down the lesser fear of people. The fear of the Lord can actually make us courageous. 1 Peter 3:13-15 says, "Who is going to threaten you if you're eager to do good? But even if you should suffer for what is right, you're blessed. Do not fear their threats. Do not be frightened, but in your hearts revere Christ as Lord." A greater holy fear of Christ our Lord helps us overcome the fear of other people and their threats. And we're going to talk about these different kinds of fear and how they interplay tonight in home fellowship. God bless. Have a great home fellowship.